You're right. The internet has changed. The world has changed. But this is one of those areas of American exceptionalism, too, where other democracies look at us and say, well, why can't you figure this out? And one of the reasons is we actually have a very broad First Amendment statute. And, of course, as a journalist, that's a wonderful thing. The problem here is that the world has changed. And so, to your point, Joe, now you have companies that are actually not journalistic organizations that are disseminating information, some of it factual, some of it dangerous, some of it hate speech, and they essentially have no responsibility for the consequences of that. So we have this central tension, and it's easy to get wonky. We all know what Section 230 is here at the table, but for the Americans sitting at home, the question is, well, what responsibility should YouTube or Google or Facebook have if they're promoting hate speech on their platforms? I think the average American would say they should have some, but legally, that's a harder case to make. And I don't have an answer for it, but it's just to say that I don't think we can allow it to go on as it has, where there's no consequences and people can make money, in fact, to your point. While disseminating this information that is tearing the country apart, and by the way, providing disinformation, and in some cases has made us very endangered, like with January 6th. I was on Long Island this weekend visiting a really dear friend, and I was really disturbed. I saw dozens and dozens of pickup trucks with explicatives against Joe Biden on the back of them, Trump flags, and some cases just dozens of American flags, which is also just disturbing because essentially the message was clear. It was, this is my country. Somebody tweeted recently that actually with the money he spent, he could have given every American $1 million.
I've got it. Let's put it up on the screen. When I read it tonight on social media, it kind of all became clear. Bloomberg spent $500 million on ads. U.S. population, 327 million. Don't tell us if you're ahead of us on the math. He could have given each American $1 million and have had lunch money left over. It's an incredible way of putting it.
It's an incredible way of putting it. It's true. It's disturbing. It does suggest, what we're talking about here, which is there's too much money in politics. Dozens of American flags, which, is also just disturbing.